So what do you think is the single best exercise you can do? Find out on today's Sarah Fit Show. There's an article in the New York Times today that suggests running up a staircase using high-intensity interval training may be the best exercise you can do for your body, calorie burning wise, strength training wise, and cardio wise. Now, how did they come up with this idea? So basically, the author was in search of what is the single most effective exercise, not, strength training and cardio, a combination of the two. Basically, she wanted to know if you could only do one exercise for the rest of your life, what would be the best one to do? So if we're going to go from a calorie standpoint, she came to the conclusion that the butterfly in swimming might be the best exercise to do to burn calories. But it was noted that most likely if you do this exercise without proper training, without a coach, you also need access to a pool, you'll most likely get injured. So you'd have to add in some other components to prevent getting injured, not being able to exercise at all. They also found that walking may be one of the best exercises you can do. That is if you're probably highly overweight or you're really old. So if you fall into either one of these categories, try doing some walking. You'll improve your lower body strength. You also do get some cardio benefits in just 30 minutes. Also, they found that the burpee may be the single most effective exercise. However, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I love burpees, but I never have you doing them for longer than 30 seconds to a minute because they just are brutal. They're difficult to do, and who wants to do a burpee for 30 to 20 minutes? I certainly would not. Jillian Michaels has them in her videos for about 30 seconds, and I can barely do those. So then they also suggested that maybe a squat was the best form of exercise that you can do. But a squat doesn't really give you the cardio benefits that are required for some of the additional advantages that exercise gives your body. There is research that shows some strength training exercises like squats do give you a minimal cardio benefit, but all in all, a squat is not going to be the most effective exercise. So lastly, they concluded that high-intensity interval training was the most time-efficient exercise for calorie burning and cardiovascular benefits. However, they did cite the downfall or the downside that you don't get the strength training from just doing high-intensity interval training. So they suggested doing it while running up a flight of stairs. So that would give you a lower body workout. You're building strength in your body's largest muscles, the glutes, hamstrings, quads. So if you are looking to get the best return on the time that you spend exercising, go do some high-intensity interval training up a flight of stairs. Now, what is high-intensity interval training? High-intensity interval training are bouts of really hard, intense, sucky cardio and strength training, followed by an interval of rest. So you can either do it for 20 seconds, high intense, rest for 10 seconds, repeat that for 4 minutes for a Tabata interval, or you could do something a lot less grueling and do, say, a minute of high intensity, not as high as you would do during the Tabata, but still fairly high, but maintainable for a full minute, and follow that up with 2 or 3 minutes of a lower intense form of the exercise. So if you're running, I like to, for the beginning minute of every song, I like to go pretty hard. And then the last 2 or 3 minutes, I kind of cruise. I don't walk, but I'm not out of breath as much. I can keep going. For more examples of high-intense interval training, visit my website, sarahfit.com. Look at the links below in the more info. Diet Health has some amazing interval workout videos that I've produced for them. And also, if you're looking for some tasty new recipes, check out my website, sarahfit.com. I've been doing a lot of blogging with photography on the foods that I've been eating to stay in shape. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.